where to buy a home in 2023. Here are the best locations to take into consideration if you've been thinking of settling down and purchasing a home. Choosing the ideal location to purchase a home is no easy task. Whether you want to leave the nest or simply need a change of scenery, it's a significant choice that we would love to assist you with. We're Deluxe Living and we're here to give you a taste of how the 1% live. Today, let us take you to the best places to buy a house in the world. Don't forget to like this video, press subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can keep you up to date with everything deluxe and more. Number 1. Los Angeles. When it comes to living in Los Angeles, there are two things you can always bank on: the high expense of living and the eventual rise in popularity of your neighborhood. This might not be the ideal option for you if you're on a tight budget, but if you have money to spend and hunger for opportunities, LA is undoubtedly a place to take into account. Number 2. Italy. Brace yourselves, Italy is once again putting homes up for sale. No, we're not referring to the €1 residences that after renovations would wind up costing much more. Currently, a few villages are selling ready-to-move-in homes for €13,000 each. No more work is needed. Since many are situated in picturesque areas, it might be simple to rent them out while you're not using them. They are little homes, to be sure, but who can complain about the opportunity to live La Dolce Vita on a budget? Number 3. London. Consider purchasing a London home now if you've been considering it for some time. You can get some pretty good discounts because housing prices have dropped as a result of the uncertainty brought on by Brexit. What's truly enticing though is that if you live in the UK but have your permanent residence somewhere else, the Inland Revenue Office cannot access your foreign income. In other words, as long as you retain your foreign income in that country, there won't be any taxes due. It's certainly practical. In addition, if you want to live the life of a banking magnate, this is where you want to reside. Number 4. New York. New York, the world's business capital. There are countless opportunities to increase wealth in the city. If you wish to reside near your place of employment, New York is an option. Choose a townhouse if you want city life, or buy a top-notch, fully detached home in a neighborhood like Ditmas Park or Forest Hills, where you can have more room both inside and outside. Number 5. Miami. Florida has no income tax, which is the first benefit of making Miami your home. Although the median listing price for homes is $500,000, Miami offers far larger homes than New York for the same price. But in this area, you'll need to be aware of climate change. Miami's sea level is rising on average by 1 inch every 3 years, which means that by 2040, more than $3 billion in property might be lost to Davy Jones' locker if nothing is done to mitigate the consequences of climate change. Number 6. Monaco. A well-known tax haven, the principality is similar to London but with better weather. Monaco is home to a lot of high-end properties and a lot of world-class events. If you want to meet the rich and famous, come here. The city is not only incredibly picturesque given its location on the Mediterranean Sea, but it also has excellent access to the major commercial hubs of Europe because of its close proximity to Nice Airport. If you're liking this video, let us know by subscribing to our channel so you won't miss any of our videos. Don't forget to hit like. Number 7. San Francisco. If you select San Francisco, you are essentially only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Silicon Valley, the hub of all technology startups and a sea of career chances for anyone interested in this industry. In 2019, 20.5% of all jobs in the city were in the technology sector. But if you want to buy a home in a top location like San Francisco, you might have to put in a lot of effort because the median listing price for an average home is $1.3 million. Number 8. Medina, Washington. Medina, a city of around 3,000 people, is located on Lake Washington, not far from Seattle. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, whose firms both have their headquarters in Seattle, are two of its most famous citizens. The founder of Amazon purchased his residence there for $10 million in 1998, and then in 2010, he added a $53 million home next door. About half a mile up the road from Bezos, Bill Gates resides in a $125 million home he has dubbed Xanadu 2.0. This is hardly a neighborhood for everyone, and properties here cost an average of $7 million. But your neighbors wouldn't be your average Joes, would they? Number 9. Dubai. The United Arab Emirates has reasonable taxes and a wide selection of homes to choose from. Downtown Dubai, Palm Jumeirah, Marina, and International City are all desirable locations for investors, making the UAE a top choice for foreign property investments. Number 10. Paris. The City of Lights has its own strategy for luring in foreign capital. There is a double taxation arrangement for expats who work overseas and live in Paris for fewer than 183 days per year. In essence, you only ever pay taxes once in your nation of origin, perfect for participating in the city's fashion scene. The negative: bureaucracy. Even if it would be easy to drown in all that paperwork, perseverance will pay off with one of the most incredible cities in the world. Number 11. Singapore. Singapore is one of the most sought-after destinations to live and is a thriving metropolis. The city has a robust economy, has a secure environment for kids to grow up in, and has the first-rate healthcare and education systems. Additionally, Singapore has no restrictions on the import of money and the repatriation of earnings, a low personal income tax rate, and excellent investment opportunities. This could be a wonderful option if you want to learn about Asian culture while still living in a fairly diverse community. Number 12. Switzerland. Did you know that 40 of the billionaires in the world are Swiss nationals? This little alpine state makes it simple for the wealthiest to keep and pass on wealth thanks to its favorable tax structure, political stability, innovation, and preferred inheritance tax regime compared to certain other European countries. Despite having some of the highest living expenses in the world and some of the highest earnings, Switzerland is still a top option because of the level of safety it provides. Number 13. Australia. Despite the fact that obtaining an investor visa can take up to a year, Australia is one of the most popular places to visit in search of fortune. The majority of affluent immigrants in the past chose to settle in Melbourne and Sydney because of their proximity to excellent educational institutions, research centers, and commercial prospects. Even while this is still the case, many people are relocating to nearby regions in other states. Two of the top places to seek a home in 2021 are the Sunshine Coast and Bendigo. Number 14. Panama. Like London or New York, this tiny South American state is a hub for international trade and banking. Yet, it's also quite stable and safe. One of those safe havens that absorbs resources when the world becomes unstable is Panama. Property can be purchased in various regions of the state, offering first-class amenities for a third of the price of the previously listed large cities. Additionally, there are no real estate laws, which makes the entire purchasing procedure much simpler. Number 15. Morocco. In Morocco, foreigners cannot own agricultural land, although they may purchase investment properties. Morocco is a good option because of the affordable cost of living. Major cities like Rabat and Casablanca have a lot to offer. To give you an idea, Rabat is 63.2% cheaper than New York, but a villa typically costs $150 per square foot to construct. How about you? Which city would you prefer to live in? Join the discussion in the comments. Remember to leave a thumbs up and press that subscribe button so you don't miss out on deluxe living.